everyone, Susan here. Okay, today, very exciting. I'm going to do an unboxing of the Sashka bracelets, and we're going to finish cutting this lining, and that's what's next. So if you've been watching my video for a while, you're going to know that this is my only accessory, right? My Apple Watch and my hairband up until today. This company reached out to me called Sashka Bracelet Company, and I got involved in it because I really believe in it now more than ever. So I want to unbox this bag here. I'm going to just cut that out and open it up, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about these, these bracelets and what makes them so special. Well, they came in with this little card talking about their social media. Each bracelet is coming in just like this in a little pouch, and I got 3 of them to start. And this is the first time I'm seeing them, and they're really, really cool, and I can't wait to take them out. But let me give you a little backstory on this company. So they did reach out to me. And when I first checked them out, I thought, okay, cool, a cute little, bracelet company, some glass beads. I didn't really connect the dots and make it how empowering it was until I started to read and understand what the company's all about. They employ people from Kathmandu, Nepal. These bracelets are using the finest glass beads and silver beads, empowering these women, and they're getting them together in certain areas and employing them to make these cool bracelets, guys. And these women are earning more than the minimum wage, which I think is phenomenal. So I feel honored that they chose me to be one of the spokespeople to check this out. So let's unbox them now. Let's get them out. So here we go. Wow, this is the first one, and I love the colors. Just beautiful, the intricate details of that. Take this out. Let's get rid of the old thing and let's step it up. So this is the first bracelet, and it looks almost like it's bronze, and it has silver. It has touches of purple in it. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And they say that all you have to do is just roll it on. I have a very small wrist, and guys, it's just perfect. Look at that. I love it, love it, love it. And it comes with a card. Okay, and it says this bracelet was hand crocheted bead by skilled artisan in the Kathmandu Valley of Nepal. Your purchase empowers women to rise above poverty through fair trade. Unbelievably awesome. Unbelievably awesome. Not only do I like the cause, but I am one of these people that wants wording in my life, what my weaknesses are, and I pick things like, and here's one now, and it says no excuses. I'm sure my son's gonna love this because I come up with a ton of excuses why things can't be done. So this one has the beaded all in black, which I thought was really, really cool, and it has this bronzy gold piece here at the end, and I'm going to put that on. So it says no excuses. So now I have next to my heart and on my hand to see always no excuses. All right, guys, so let's quickly look at the third one. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. I just want good vibes inside and out all around me as I'm doing my work. I have a small wrist, and my biggest fear is that it was going to be way too big for my wrist and clang, clang, clang around, and I wasn't sure if I could work with it, but I think I can work with this just beautifully. So I'm excited to empower these women. Check it out. I'm going to have a special code in my description box to buy these. Please check out my code. Go through my code so that they can know that you saw my video and that you can purchase these bracelets. And I'm totally in love with them. Honestly, this is the first time I've seen them in person, and I am sold, guys. So let's get back to this lace gown project. Let's finish cutting the rest of this lining. Okay, in the last episode, we did the underlining, right? The clean finishing of all of these pieces, and we did that whole little dark manipulation, and that's why this is cut like this. Now we have to do all these strips in the lining so that we can put the lace through it, and this is the last part, I think, of most of the cutting that we have to do. So I'm going going to have to do a trick here, but I already cut most of the lining except for this one piece, because I want to show you a trick of what we're going to do in order to make this possible to cut. Okay, I'm going to show that to you on the flap now. That piece that I wasn't able to take apart, I took apart all the other pieces here. So because the front skirt did not have that curve, so I was able to take it all out like this. But this one does. In order to get these strips, what I'm going to use as my solution, and I'm going to take a little piece of masking tape, because I have to put these pieces together like that so that I can cut them in one strip. So I'm going to tape this here like this, back together. So I'm just going to tape it like that, back together, so we can cut it out. I'm going to do that on all the pieces here like this. Okay, and I'll explain why, because we need those pieces together. So let me just take this other piece here, and there we go. Yeah, make sure they're mesh. They have to be together like that. You might want to do it on the back so that these guys don't come apart. So I'm just going to put the tape in the back as well. This is just, like I say, like a masking tape that you would need for painting, like a painter's tape. And there we go. And now I'm going to take the seams apart here like this, so I can take each piece and have those horizontal panels finished. So I'm going to take them apart like this, just with my ripper, so I can show you that. So once I do that, each piece is going to be like this, so then I can cut this out so that our lace layers are going to go underneath that, right? So I'm just going to keep cutting these guys apart like this, and I'm going to press the seam allowance out, and I'll be right back. Here I am. I've laid out the rest of the lining, and the fold is over here, and the raw edge is on that side, and I've already pressed all these seam allowances out, and I started to pin them as well. I'm going to put each panel here as you see it, but you have to check over here, everything is on the fold. So that's on the fold line right here for the center front pieces. These are the center back pieces, but I checked every single piece with this grain line to either the fold line or the raw edge like this, to make sure that it is completely on the grain, straight on the grain. So I'm just going to check each piece like that. And so we make sure that that's on the grain. I'm giving extra room so that where I have to cut, if it's missing, I have to cut that space. And I have all the front bodice pieces here, and the top bodice, and this is the skirt. So now we're going to go ahead and cut this out. And if it's missing anywhere, I'm going to just put my tape measure here, and we're going to go ahead and add it. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out just on each piece like this. Bottom piece, I believe, so I'm just going to leave that extra as is. And that piece is there. Also remember, I'm going to keep the muslin on here because I don't have any specific notches, but you want to make sure you notch the center fronts like this by clipping just about 1/8 of an inch, no more than 1/4, and that all the seam allowance have to be notched, have to be clipped as well, so that we know exactly where that seam starts and ends. So I'm just going to continue to cut these pieces out. And it's okay here. And you can see it's missing here, so I'm going to put my tape measure and make sure I make room for that. Again, the notches, so I know where the seam allowances are, the center front notch. So we have that, and we'll do those notches at the end, but just to give you an idea like that. And let's just continue cutting this all out. I'm going to going to keep the muslin I said on the pieces so that I know, because they're all numbered and I can tell which one's the center front. Like I said, you're going to put notches like this on all the seam allowance lines so we know what they are. I'm going to keep the muslin on it. I'm going to finish cutting these pieces and I'll get right back. Guys, we did it. We finally cut all that lining, so that's all finished. Now we can get to actually sewing this gown next week. So thank you so much for watching. If you love this video, give me a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and meet me on Patreon, guys. I want you in my French draping class, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Here today we're going to do an unboxing of the Sashka